that they believe in you. What you say is right. What I say is right. Like, and if I have to say it like 10 times on an American show, just to keep saying, guys, day 8 is too heavy. Day 8 is too heavy. Can somebody help us with day 8? Over and over and over. I'll say it once on a Canadian show, and day 8 is solved. Like, it's the truth.
But do Canadian writers go, well, we can take away that joke?
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. But
if you take out all the A's,
there
goes a whole page.
Saves the time. Hey? So I don't know. I just feel like there's a little bit more of a camaraderie when the entire team is the Canadians, and we're all just kind of, we all know our budgets and our restrictions. Right. That's the thing. And I don't know if the American, sensibility is, they said no, so we shouldn't do that. It's almost like they said no, let's do it anyways. Right?
Well,
let's write it anyways and see what happens. And then you kind of get it, and you're like, oh, I thought that scene was going to be cut. And it's like, oh, it just got bigger. And you're like, holy shit, right? Like, I don't know.
Well, sometimes it feels like, I know a lot of stunt guys want to work on an American production because maybe they get paid more.
Do they?
Well, it depends. Maybe they
That's
get
the perception.
110, 130% buyout or something because it's a big show, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to impress somebody, this and that. But then that person also coming up from LA feels like they have to wear their fur coat the whole time to impress. When you could just take it off.
Yes.
Just take it off and be with us.
Yes.
You don't have to wear it the whole time.
We're all doing the same deal.
You don't have to be, intimidating.
I worked on a Doug Liman.
The Impulse.
Oh, Impulse. Yeah, that's
with
right.
me.
Yeah, the pilot.
I was
the
on
good old pilot.
I was on that. Yeah, that was.
We spun the car in the middle of the road.
I have no idea.
Did we not?
Oh yeah, something like that.
We were in the streetcar with the water coming down.
Oh, the streetcar in the water. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was
actually
that was
great.
fun.
And it looked fantastic.
Yeah, that was wild.
But Doug Liman, he is a perfect example of
hell of a director.
Who's not there in prep at all. He's got a team, and his team,
his brain or his physical self.
His physical self.
Okay.
He's got a team, and his team does it for him. The team knows what he needs and what he asks for, and the team provides it for him. So he arrives and he does his thing, and everything's kind of in place. It's a great dynamic.
The tech survey was interesting.
What do you remember of that?
We're going to look at this side of the house.
Yeah.
Then we're going to look at this side of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Let's go back to this side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Let's walk out in the front yard. Oh, let's look at the first side.
Yeah.
And now let's go look at the other side.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go inside.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Let's go upstairs.
So his production designer, who knows him, what his mandate is he just provides, oh my God, I wish I knew his name because he's such a wonderful man. I'm just blanked. Sorry. He provides everything for Doug. So, because he's there for prep, Doug's not there for prep. Doug will fly in and literally pilot himself in to a local airport. If we were in Hamilton or Kitchener or somewhere like that, he would fly into the local from New York.
Wow.
We'd pick him up there, we'd scout, and he'd fly himself home for the night. It's just how he did it. And his designer was there with us. So his designer would, when we found a location that the designers thought would be great, he would, we'd grab it, but he would dress everything because he didn't know if Doug would want to shoot the inside or the outside or the hallway or the office or the parking lot. But the location's right and everything's ready for Doug when he arrives.
How do you feel about that?
It's not good.
Okay.
Not good.
No, because you don't know where.
You don't know. And the crew are like, where are we shooting? And you're like, we'll all find out together in just a second.
We'll all follow Doug.
Because for him, it's fun.
It's fun.
For
him, it's fun. This is fun. And listen, when all is said and done, did it all work? Absolutely. Could it have been a little bit more efficient? Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. I mean, listen, why are we dressing the inside if we're only staying outside? Why vice versa?
Sure.
A lot of it wasted money, but then, hey, the options are available for everything.
Right.
And that's part and parcel to the blocking question that we had earlier. Doug had no sort of plan on blockings or anything, but it would be a group kind of experience together. They'd all go in, we'd all work it out. Sometimes it would take a long time,
Because his execution,
but the sets were all ready.
his movies are seriously good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it was. I had a fantastic time with him, and it took a little while for me to kind of get into that kind of mode with him. But then I just realized what it was with Doug is he just wants to have a really good. He just wants to have fun.
Okay.
He really just wants to have fun.
So what's the
And
difference
he
between
orders chicken fingers and fries at lunchtime. Like he's like
Yeah.
that guy. He's that guy.
plum sauce?
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
Yeah, and then he'll fly home. Like it's just like he's like
So it's all about flying for him.
giant kid. Is
Because
what
there's a
Doug
difference
kind of
between
is.
what is executed and what's actually happening at work.
Yeah.
Is there a correlation between the two, or do you find at all that you can work on something that's been hell, but the success has been beautiful, or that the success isn't going to happen because the show was hell?
No idea.
Really?
No hope on that. Like, I mean, you could be involved in something and you just think that this is the great, and it could just not be received properly. Why The Last Man is exactly that. Why The Last Man was an FX show, and it was wonderful. The production, the producers were wonderful. The cast was amazing. The stories were great. The audience just didn't pick up on it. And it was based on a television comic book series. It was about the last man, the Y being the Y chromosome in the male
Yes.
genetics.
Yes, sure.
Being
Extracted and
being
Okay, sorry.
corrupt. No, it was the word corrupt. The being oh Jesus.
there's a word.
Yes, there's the word
There's
for
a
that.
word for
Andrew.
that.
It's
Yeah.
that it is
Leave
not.
it to the audience to fill in up.
Yeah, it's that. It's that
It's
word.
that. I love
And
it.
because of that word, all of the males, any kind of mammal that had a Y chromosome, it was corrupt. Corrupt is wrong, not the right word.
But it's in the branch
And
of that
dropped and
word
dead.
somewhere.
Dropped and died. So
Oh, I see.
the world was run by women.
Which, what kind of world would we want like that?
So, except for one man, who somehow something about him kept him alive.
Skin tone.
No, something genetic. So what the mission was to get him to a lab to figure out why the hell he's still alive and try to repopulate the male species of Earth. So that was the dynamic of this show. Awesome. I mean, post-apocalyptic, the things we pulled off on this show, we closed down neighborhoods, and what we wanted to do was exactly what The Last of Us ended up pulling off. Have you ever seen The Last
I
of
did.
Us?
I watched the first season, and I'm sort of into the second.
First season, that's all we have to talk about.
Okay, it's really good.
That dynamic of the first season, the apocalyptic world, and this whole they did that outrage. They did that.
They didn't have to see. You didn't have to see it from a wide view
No,
and know
but they
what
did
we were
so
getting at.
amazingly. So
Yeah,
anyways,
it's so good.
that's what we tried to pull off on this show. We had half the budget that The Last of Us had. So it's hard to kind of do that. We shot out in small towns and that we could kill the power because we were trying to make it, that there's no power, that things are, that the world's just kind of trying to restart. So we had to kind of take over these little communities and shut down their power and do all this stuff for night shooting. And it was just kind of we did our thing, but it's all about the money. The more money they got, I think the better kind of final outcome.
This certainly is a bigger bracket that you have
it happens.
inside.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Success.
Yes.
What makes success? The thing is too is I find I come in as a stunt performer, an actor, and I look at a show, and Randy. He was the stunt coordinator on Orphan Black.
Oh, yes.
And
wait a minute. So, Randy, how did you deal with John when you saw John again?
John Fawcett?
Yeah.
Shout out to John Fawcett. I love John Fawcett.
Shout
I
out
see
to
him
Bill
on
Foss.
everything I do. He's out.
He remembered you from Orphan Black.
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Like a number of series, John wanted me as his stunt coordinator right off the top, and we spoke about that. And then there was a relationship between the PM and another stunt coordinator, so he got that job. So somewhere near the end of the first season, John called me and said, on a Friday night at 11 o'clock at night,
There you go.
"Can you be here on Monday morning?"
Yeah, Monday.
And I
Hey.
said, "No, I don't mop up other people's messes. But if you
I'll start Tuesday.
yeah, finish your
Better day for me.
Finish your episode, and we'll move. I'll come in." But and I did I did the rest of the season, the rest of the series.
Yeah.
But I
Did you
did
see him? Did you see him since Tall Pines?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I've not seen John since Tall Pines.
Right.
Oh,
Like
up
from-
until-
Before that, though,
Oh yeah,
he's been on everything.
I've done a number of
okay,
things.
you've done.
But I did. I started with The Border, the TV series The Border.
That was before Orphan.
That's right. So, but I started with.
Oh, okay, I
That's
see.
where I met John. John actually signed my application to become a director with the Directors Guild.
Was John on October Faction?
I don't believe so.
Where was he?
As what? As a second unit director?
Just as a director, I'm a director member.
You are a director member. I'm not even a director member.
Let's talk.
Can you get?
Oh, and by the way, anyone listening, I'm available.
Okay.